Everyone, it's Maria, and today I wanted to share with you my library haul. I actually got to go roaming the library by myself while the boys were in a library program that they are doing for some homeschoolers, and my daughter was with my mother-in-law, and I was so excited. The librarians actually gave me a little bit of a cheer because I got to go off looking for books by myself, and they loved me, so they were pretty excited for me. I was too. Anyway, I wanted to share with you books. So first up is News of the World by Paulette Giles. This I've heard about a long time ago. I didn't realize how short it was until I saw it on a list of short books that you can get through. And I am trying to find more short books to get through because life's been a little crazy lately. So this one is a post-Civil War book, or either post-Civil War or during Civil War, where he is wandering through reading the newspaper to people, and it's supposed to bring them together, and it got a bunch of acclaim, so it's probably worthwhile reading. We are getting ready to study the Civil War, so I thought that would also be kind of a fun tie-in. Next up is another one that I just grabbed off the shelves. This is The Dark Side of Nowhere by Neal Shusterman. Neal Shusterman is an author who does a lot of YA. He did the Unwind trilogy, which I've not yet read, but he did The Scythe and Thunderhead, and I really like him because he's so quirky and weird, and you never really know what twists and turns his books are going to take. So I wanted to pick up pretty much any Neal Shusterman I could find. This one, look at this cover. It just looks like a campy, almost like the Goosebumps illustrations from when we were kids. And it said, "Nobody is who you think they are, including you." And I just thought, well, that's short, and it's Shusterman, so it'll probably be fine. Next up is Making Bombs for Hitler, a novel by Marcia Forchik. Oh man, I cannot say this name. Skripek, I think is her name. She is a Ukrainian-Canadian author, so that's kind of exciting. And she does historical fiction and nonfiction, and was awarded the Order of Princess Ola by the President of Ukraine for her writing. So that's kind of awesome. I just picked it up because the cover, and it was historical fiction, and that's pretty much the only reason I picked it up. I was just wandering around, and this cover caught my eyes, and I thought it would be really interesting if you were in that situation. I assumed correctly from what I read on the book jacket that the girl is working, she's forced to work in this bomb factory for Hitler, and obviously it's not wanting to make things better for Hitler, so they kind of try and sabotage, which did actually happen sometimes in those kinds of situations. So I don't know, it'll be kind of interesting. Next up is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I think this got a lot of kind of buzz when it came out, and all I know about it, there's two main characters, and they're going to die today, and the book is maybe about what happened to them before they die. I think we'll find out. Oh, they make friends on their end day, and there's an app for that. It's called Last Friend. It reminded me of the book called A Friend at the End of the World, and it had Michael Scott, not Michael Scott, and he plays Oven Almighty. Oh my gosh, why can I not remember the actor's name? I love him. I don't remember his name. Anyway, this is where my brain's going. Anyway, I'm really excited about it because I loved that movie, so it's probably similar. That is going to drive me crazy. Steve Carell. I cannot. Oh, wow. Okay. A Monster Calls. This is a reread. Patrick Ness. I have been thinking about rereading this for about 2 years, pretty much since the last time I read it. So it's illustrated by Jim Kay, who does the Harry Potter illustrations. We went through some kind of sad stuff this summer, and just thinking about, I don't know, more dark things. So I thought it would be a good one to pick up. Next up, oh, I can't wait to read this one. Sputnik's Guide to Life on Earth. It's by Frank Cottrell Boyce, and it is about a little boy who apparently meets a friend who everybody else sees as a dog, but he sees it as like a friend. I don't know if he sees it as a dog or a human or what, but it's an alien named Sputnik, and he has come to Earth, and the main character I think is more like an Eeyore character. He's kind of in the doldrums, but he is tasked with helping create a list of 10 reasons why humanity should survive. So it kind of reminded me a little bit of The Last Girl on Earth. The librarians, when I showed them my haul, laughed at me and said, I think you have a little bit of a theme going, but he has to make a list of 10 reasons why humanity is worth surviving. And I thought that it reminded me a little bit of The Humans by Matt Haig, which I love, 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 love. So that's why I picked it up. And look at that drawing. They're so cute. Next up is another Neil Shusterman, and he did this with Eric Elfman. It is Tesla's Attic. Apparently this is a series, The Librarians pointing me in this direction. It's, again, middle grade. And yeah, Nick and his younger brother move into a Victorian house, which they find out was inhabited by Tesla. And I think that he either lives mysteries or something happens where they're kind of trying to figure out what Tesla left behind. Yeah, placed his items, his last inventions in the attic as part of a larger plan that he mathematically predicted. So that could be kind of fun. I think the second one has Einstein in it, so I thought that would be fun. I may or may not read it out loud with my 10-year-old. We'll find out. Next up is another impulse. These are all impulses. Yes, We Still Can, Politics in the Age of Obama, Twitter, and Trump by Dan Pfeiffer. He is one of the co-hosts of Pod Save America, which I've listened to a little bit, not too much, because I'm I'm way too far behind on podcasts. But this is kind of fun. It has like Obama dunking and Trump's there, and it's just kind of fun. The subtitle, I feel like, was something I read on it was basically, yeah, how can we move forward and try and figure out how to do better than fighting and just moping around. So I don't know, I like hope, so we'll find out. And then lastly, Children of Blood and Bone. This one's by Tommy Adeyemi. I think I said that right. Everybody already knows what this book's about, so I'm not going to go over it, but I'm excited to read it. I've been kind of procrastinating because I want to have a chunk of time big enough to read it in 1 or 2 sittings. So yeah, Children of Blood and Bone. It's a thick one, but I'm excited. So that is what I picked up in my last library haul. I would like to know if you've read any of these, if you have any comments, if you've heard of Neil Shusterman and where I should go from here, because I'm just binging on Neil Shusterman right now. And I will talk to you later. Bye.